everyone, this is Susie Q of Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my Nursery Room Window. Hi everyone, so today is Theme Thursday, and Theme Thursday is a camping we will go, and the alternate theme is camouflage. Today we're going to be doing just the camping we will go portion of the theme, and we have Liam here today that's going to help us go camping. And when we go camping in some parts of the world and the United States, let me see if I can get this in focus here. There they are. So we usually see deer on our camping trips. Sometimes we see bears, friendly ones like this one, hopefully. Sometimes we see bunnies, and sometimes we see owls. And here's another friendly bear back here. That's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. So yeah, these are all our little camping friends for today. And I'm going to join you back at the changing table and show you the cute little camping outfit that I'm going to be putting on Liam. So we'll see you soon. Hi everyone, I'm back at the changing table and I have Liam with me, of course, and let me show you the cute little camping outfit that I am going to be changing him into today. And so we're first going to start off with his camping shirt. Ema Bennett reborned him, and she sent this cute little shirt along with him in his box opening, and I just had to bring Liam on again with this shirt because it's a perfect camping shirt. It says Happy Campers on it, and we've got a Hershey, excuse me, a Hershey bar playing the guitar. We've got a marshmallow that is looks like he's, what is the marshmallow doing? Oh, I don't know if you can see, he's got a cup of hot chocolate in his red cup right here. And then we have a tent that's made out of graham crackers. So, you know, we're all ready to have s'mores, it looks like. And these are two happy campers. And I think this is just a darling shirt, and it's perfect for today's Theme Thursday. Now, when you take little kids camping, which we used to do all the time with our two kids, you have to put them in blue jeans and dark outfits and things like that because they play in the dirt, you guys. Yes, they do. And so I wanted to pair up the shirt with these navy blue cargo pants. And they have little pockets. They're real pockets. They have flaps on the sides. There's a pocket on each side, and then he's actually got real pockets on each side of his pants here. And the interesting thing about these shorts, these are from Children's Place, and they have this adjustable elastic inside with a button, and so you can slide it over, to fit. Looks like there's there's one more slot that you can fit the button in to make them fit properly. But I'm not sure if I'm going to need to be using that or not with Liam. He's a big boy. These are size 18 to 24 months, which should fit him really well. So yeah, that's the dark colored shorts that I paired up with a pretty red shirt. And let me see, I'm knocking things down here. And so his shoes are going to be these cute little dinosaur shoes. They're red shoes with dinosaurs. I thought those would be really, really sweet to go with this camping outfit. And then these navy blue socks. And I am wearing my camping shirt today as well. So yeah, this is going to be a fun theme. I really wanted to combine camo somehow with with this, but I couldn't really find any camo that would go with the outfit. So I decided just to do the camping portion of it. All right, so let's go ahead and put little Elmo over here. He always has to have his Elmo toy and his little sippy cup of milk. It's got Elmo on it too. He loves his Elmo. Yes, he does. So go ahead and lay him back. And see if I can adjust you to get Liam, all of Liam, into the picture today. So this is such a fun theme for me because I have such great memories with my own family. We used to go camping every year. We went up to the Sequoia National Forest to a lake called Hume Lake, and you know, we would do tent camping, and it was just a lot of fun. And we used to do that for many years until the kids just got, you know, they just got too old to want to go anymore. So so we stopped going, but we went for years and years. And when my husband and I first met, he introduced me to Hume Lake, and we went to Hume Lake as well. So it was a tradition back then, and it is still a tradition in my extended family. In fact, all of my relatives just got back from going to Hume Lake, you know, camping. They don't camp anymore because we're all about my age, and so they found a really super awesome cabin, a three-level cabin up there in the Sequoias, and there was 3 families that went together of all of my relatives, and so they had a really good time. But you know, I actually grew up going camping, and back in those days, I wanted to talk about that because it was like back in the 60s. Camping was really different. It was very very much wilderness. You know, it wasn't like you went to a campground and you paid a camping fee and then you had hookups, or you had like a certain plot that you could put your tent and or trailer or whatever on. No, it didn't work that way. You know, we'd go up to the mountains, and our traditional place that our family went when I was a child, we had 4 kids and 2 adults in our family. We would go to Bishop Creek, that is located in California. And some of you in California may know that area. I don't know if it's even still available for camping anymore. If it is, they've probably upgraded a lot. But what we used to do was, it was like an all-day trip. And, you know, we had to go through the desert, which was super hot. And us kids, we had a station wagon. And us kids would all be in the back. My mom was an awesome, she knew how to pack. I'll tell you what, she knew how to pack food and supplies and everything else. She was an awesome packer. So she would pack the back of the station wagon, you know, the back of it, and then she would make this big old fluffy big cushy bed on top of all the supplies, and then all of us 4 kids would ride in the back of the station wagon. Like I said, we had to go through the desert. We used to get up at, you know, leave about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, so when we hit the desert it wasn't too bad, but it was still super hot. And so my dad used to have this canvas bag. It was a water bag, and I don't know if any of you remember, you know, if you did go camping, do you remember the canvas water bag? You'd fill it with water and then hang it on the outside of the vehicle, and then while you're driving, the air cooled the water, and so when we all got to get a drink, it was nice cool water. Does anybody that grew up in my era remember that? I remember those days? But anyway, yeah, we used to do that. And but once we got there to the place to where we wanted to camp, all it was, let's see if I can get this. I need to get my scissors out because it still has the tag on it. I don't know if I mentioned it's from Children's Place. Children's Place has a lot of cute clothes, and for very good prices too. I found a lot of cute things for Liam at Children's Place. But anyway, so once we got up there to the mountains, my dad would drive around, around the campground area, and look for, you know, the perfect camping spot. And once we found it, and of course my mom would, you know, she was the one that would let my dad know, you know, whether or not he was on the right track or not with, you know, finding the right spot, because she, you know, she was going to be the person that would mainly set up camp. So yeah, so she would advise him, no, this is not big enough, no, this tree, no, this or that, no, the kids won't be able to, you know, well, where are you going? Mr. Brown Eyes. She would be his advisor while he was driving around. And so finally we found the perfect camping spot, and usually it was by a creek, and so maybe that's why I really enjoy where I'm living now, because it reminds me of going camping. Yeah, you know, I've done camping all my life, so it's kind of fun to live in my own campground. So yeah, my dad would pitch the tent, and my mom would help, you know. And then after my dad pitched the tent, it was my mom's job to get everything all situated, you know. Inside she would make all the beds and you know, situate the food that she had packed, and it was just, you know, it was a big deal. It was just a big deal, but it was so much fun. Yeah, I remember there was, you know, it wasn't always a perfect camping weather. I remember one time, it probably happened more than once, but there was one particular camping trip where it rained a lot, which is not good for four little kids and two adults, you know, in one tent during the day, all day. But we managed. But during that one camping trip there, so my mom wanted to make dinner, and so my dad, you know, lit the camp stove for her. It was a Coleman camp stove. We had a Coleman camp stove, a Coleman lamp, a lantern, I mean. And so my dad lit the stove for my mom, and my mom, she used to take meals like, you know, canned meals like stew, you know, canned stew. Gosh, probably. Oh, I know. Another thing was like pork and beans, and she'd add hot dogs to it, and you know, that type of thing. But yeah, she was really good at planning good meals. But this one time, so she puts the pot out on the Coleman stove, and let's see, are we still going? I'm not sure if we're still recording or not. Let me just double check and see. Yeah, it looks like we're recording. Some new numbers came up on my camera, and I thought that we weren't recording anymore, but it looks like we are. So so she put a pot of stew on the stove, and of course she's it's raining really hard, so she's darting outside trying to get the stew in the pot, puts the stew in the pot, and then she darts back in, you know, inside the tent, you know, so that she doesn't get soaked. Well, she did that several times, you know, darted in and out of the tent. And, but what ended up happening was the stew ended up burning on the bottom of the bottom of the pot. And oh my goodness. So, as a sideline story, my dad used to smoke cigarettes, and his cigarettes that he would buy were called Viceroy, and you know, the stew reminded us kids of the smell of his cigarettes when we were eating it. And so ever since that time, we would call that particular stew, we would call it Viceroy stew, because it tasted so bad. But you know, it was the only thing that we had to eat, and so I mean, we had to eat something, and so we just kind of bared with it. But yeah, that was our famous Viceroy stew. And then of course, you know, at nighttime we would have our campfires, and we would you know, do s'mores, and we used to go on hikes to Bishop Creek, and there was like a lake that we used to hike to too, where my dad would go fishing. He liked to go trout fishing, He liked, he would catch rainbow trout, and then my mom would cook it at the campsite, and it was really, really good, you know. So I have some really good memories of that, and so this has been a really fun theme Thursday. So yeah, it looks like I've got this little guy all dressed, and I'm loving these shoes. These shoes went right on. They're size 4, but you know, you just can't depend on shoe sizes like I've complained about before. You know, a size 4 in one brand is not going to be the same as a size 4 in another brand, and I have found that out the hard way. So anyway, here he is all dressed up in his cute little camper outfit, and I think he looks adorable in it, and it was really fun for me to be able to put this shirt back on him again. So let's go ahead and get his Elmo in his arms, and of course he's got to have his Elmo sippy cup, you know, all his comfort things, and he's got his book as well. Why are you trying to do that with your head? Are you just being silly? So yeah, his book is right here. You know, he's got to have everything, his Elmo book. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much for visiting on Theme Thursday. I'm really glad that you enjoyed my my video yesterday with my little tiny Tiffany Rose, my little Tink. And the funny thing about that is that I think that, now I don't know for sure, so don't quote me, but I think, isn't the Tink sculpt by Bonnie Brown, isn't that her tiniest sculpt, and then Liam is her biggest sculpt? But anyways, it's kind of fun to have both sizes in my collection. So I hope you enjoyed our Theme Thursday. Thank you so much for visiting, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And until we meet again, bye-bye from me, Liam, and Elmo. Bye-bye.